You were told to not take chances.
Well, someone killed Chino. They killed Chino.
Who's Chino? Oh, West Side Story.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Pro tip.
Yeah. Okay.
If you do need to take a glass of water or drink of water, just like hold up your hand and you can just do that.
I can actually.
Oh, you pot.
Rule of thumb when you.
Pro tip.
Pro tip number 1B.
Okay.
All right.
So anytime you need to do something, just let me know that, because then we'll have a gap and I can just edit it. Down the hall and to the left.
Okay, I'll be back in 10. I'm Rick.
And I'm Jacob. Are you a schmuck? You must be. You're listening to this podcast. It's Podcast for Schmucks.
I'm looking at a desk full of bills. I don't know. Anyway,
it's time to collect.
It's time. That reminds me. My all-time favorite film, one of your all-time favorites, the final cut of Apocalypse Now.
And what a cut!
And what a cut! And what a line!
Yeah. Go. No, do it.
Yeah. No. I just. Wait. I gotta see if I can remember. You're just an errand boy, sent by clerks to deliver a bill.
It's a beautiful line. Now, grocery clerks.
Okay, all right.
But also, let's cut, okay?
Yeah, okay, cut.
And I'm gonna give you some notes,
okay.
And then we can take this take again.
All right, let's do it again.
Why don't you do it can you attempt your Marlon Brando?
You're just a grocery clerk, sent by errand boys to deliver a bill. No.
That wasn't Marlon Brando. So what we're gonna do now?
I was like a cross between the Batman when he's 90 and yeah. Okay. I used to do a great Marlon Brando.
You did a great one. Like you did there was like a lisp. You got his lisp down.
Okay, let me work on the list.
Okay.
Because
there you go.
Okay, you're just the grocery clerk.
Yeah.
Sent by errand boys to deliver a bill.
Yeah, that was gay Marlon Brando. But that
okay.
Was close.
All right.
That's close. It was close.
Let me. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're just a grocery boy sent by clerks.
I think it's you're adding the gay Marlon Brando.
Okay,
is adding is adding boys, and I think that's what's throwing it off.
Okay. Line.
I think it's you're an errand boy.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but you said grocery boys.
Because you threw grocery.
Oh, grocery boys.
Okay.
Yeah, errand boy by grocery clerks.
Okay. It's just an errand boy.
No, I like it. It's good.
Okay. You're just an errand boy sent by grocery clerks to deliver a bill. I
like it's close.
Cut!
That's lunch. The boom guy's hungry.
So am I. That's great. Okay, one more and then I'm done.
Okay. One more time.
Okay, he's not a grocery guy. He's an errand boy.
He's an errand boy sent by grocery clerk.
He's an errand boy sent by grocery clerk to deliver the bill.
Did he have an accent? Is that
who
was that?
Was that what's his name?
Sent by grocery clerk.
Was that Reverend Eugene Levy did that?
Oh, Floyd the barber.
Hey, just deliver the lunch.
Yeah. Secretary. I think.
Oh, that's good.
I think he just bent it a little.
He bent it a little. Yeah, you boy.
Opie, that punk, it broke my barber pole.
Okay. I think we've had enough acting lessons.
What did we learn here? I want you to catch
that. I lost my beautiful Marlon Brando voice. I think when he left us, he took his voice back.
2005 he left.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, I think I was doing pretty good 2015, so it couldn't be that.
Yeah. Is your phone on?
Is it?
Because I just heard chimes.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Let me
Why
check into
don't we
that.
mute that?
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn it off. I guess.
yeah, why don't we just if
How
we
do you
could just
turn this off, by the way?
the power button's a good start.
I don't know where it is.
Tell me when I can resume.
Please resume.
I'm like the referees on the Euro Cup or whatever, when they'll stop and we'll just do the extra time later if you want to sit here do your theatrics.
I think they do that too. If you notice, I can't read lips, but you're absolutely right. They like when especially our favorite team, the Italians, rolling around.
Yeah,
do it.
Oh, my eyes, my beautiful eyes. Sir, you were hit in the shin.
Right, you were hit in the shin. Big if, you were hit it off.
Yeah, you weren't even touched. The corner guard, the defender who's like a field away, all of a sudden, no one's around him. He just drops to the floor. Oh, God!
And then the ref does it. He looks at his watch. He goes, it's going to cost you later.
Yeah, but that's how I'd be like, yeah, no. Let's do your little performance here.
It all works out in the end, though, I think. It just, kind of, even though those, shenanigans go on, as long as it doesn't overly disrupt the flow of the game,
Which it does.
Sometimes,
the Italians play, it does.
Sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Only when they're trying to figure out the other team. That's all.
Listen, I love them to death. I'm Azzurri all the way, but I mean, watching one of their games, I get frustrated, and I'm a fan because it's just a little over the top. It's a performance.
But by this time, considering your roots, you need to accept it.
I accept it, but
your blood.
I also accept everything that's in my blood. I find a little bit annoyance with.
I don't blame you.
All of my heritage, I'm a little annoyed with everybody, and the little pieces of annoyance.
As well you should be.
And they come together and they form a puzzle of just dissatisfaction.
That's a shame. That's why at the end of the day, you have to say, I take the good, I take the bad, and
then there you have.
And there you have my opening statement.
I just want to say too, that's why those My 23andMe or whatever it's called, when you the gene shit.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't want to do that.
I think it's bullshit, right?
I think it's bullshit too, because also no shit, you come from all over the place,
right?
Or you don't,
right?
But my favorite is I don't want to know it, because that's 23 different things that I'm going to be like, I'm pissed at that.
I'm pissed. What did they do that for? What did they do that? Why did I grow a longer tooth? Right.
That's disappointing. That's disappointing.
At the end of the day, you just want to be yourself and a citizen of the world.
I want to be assisted by the world. Is that what you said?
Yeah, assisted by Sisyphus. You want to be a citizen. That's Marlon would say that. He would say citizen of the world. Well, he would send an errand boy.
Yeah, I just want to I have a cyst of the world. Is basically.
The world is one big cyst,
isn't it? It's ready to pop.
It's popped a few times.
Speaking of the planet, speaking of whatnot, this actually has nothing to do with the planet, but
that's good. Everything has to do with the planet,
and yet nothing. Okay. There's a term that's been circulating, I want to say, since at the end of 2020 into 2021, which is, I'll let you fidget a bit.
Am I sounding fidget?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to check something. Continue. Okay. Please continue.
That has come across that people use in the social media feeds, which is, quote, nature is healing. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a bit because it's just another epitome of, I don't think, shut up, stop using that word, stop using that term for things.
Would you rather people say nature versus nurture?
Maybe it would explain a lot of people's behaviors.
And that's been done. It's over. Back to what you're saying.
So let me give you an example.
Okay.
So someone goes, I was at a red light, and the guy cut me off and he flipped me the finger. Nature must be healing. Like something dumb.
I don't even get
it. I think it's reference to, like, basically it's saying that you want to.
No.
Why don't you get comfortable and glue yourself to one fucking position?
I ran out of super glue. Human super glue. I need some gorilla glue in there. I gotta glue my ass to
You're
the
just
seat.
Fidgeting. Am I making you nervous with this section? With this segment?
No.
I don't want to make you nervous.
No. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Don't call me fat. Yeah, so
okay, Mr. Dysmorphia. Thank you.
Okay, wait. Right. Here's another example, and this is a real life example, and I'm sure they're not listening or draw the conclusion that it's them. But someone posted, "Oh, my ex," and it not whatever. My ex is dating this guy I like, and and I'm still in love with my ex and the guy that I like. Nature is healing.
I don't get it. So what do you think what do you think is meant by that phrase, nature is healing, when it's used in context of you receiving some type of painful stimulus?
Right. I think it's like a way of saying that the universe is fucking with me, or like the universe.
Why not say that?
Well, I wish they did. One of my favorite lines from a show was, "Oh, the universe just cocked the fuck with me gun." I love that.
I like.
That's great.
That's great.
Use that. But the whole nature is healing, because the reason why it bugs me is because it's this, like, again, convoluted delusional thinking that nature and or the universe has something to do with some sort of trivial fucking detail of your life which you just made up. You know what I mean? Because if I go do some investigative reporting and interview all the people involved in this story, like the guy's ex, I'm sure he'll be like, "No, we were never even dating." Okay.
Who?
Right. Or I go and interview the guy you like, and it's like the guy's like, "No, we just probably met on Grindr once."
Right.
So the details of your story are already fucked up and delusional.
Yeah. Also, you're just taking, or maybe we're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe it's people just taking their perceived slight or their own hurt. Maybe they're hurting, and the only way they can cope with it is to pretend there's a big magical presence in the universe that is, and there might be, but it certainly isn't concerned with someone's former romantic entanglement.
Exactly. Like it's like thinking that if there is a divine plan or even a universal plan or whatever,
it's focused on you.
Right. That you're actually, you think that you're the impossibility or probability or whatever of your birth was this is the centerpiece of it, that it's trying to fuck with you.
Right. I think we call that magical thinking.
Magical thinking.
It's good. But I know, for your sake, I hope that phrase passes out of the universe as quickly as it came in. I haven't heard it yet.
You haven't heard it?
No, or maybe I just, maybe I'm deaf to stuff like that. I don't know.
It primarily exists on like social media, like caption, or like not captions, but just like people's posts, right?
You mean usually, like memes or something?
No, just like Facebook posts, Twitter posts, or it's just like this dumb kind of like, I don't think anybody knows what it means.
Right. Somebody said it once, and it's like we were talking about in an earlier episode where we talked about all the copycats, the sheeple, like on TikTok, or it's the same thing. Somebody sees it once, they like the sound of it. They may not even get what whoever said it was implying, but it sounds good to them, and it's like putting a Band-Aid on their perceived wound, I guess. I don't.
Right, and it's just crazy. Like, and if nature is quote unquote healing, what does that mean to your predicament or your current stupid situation that you have to tell me about? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
and at the end of the day, I think that's what it's all about. It's that it gives whoever says this something to talk about and a need to feel like they're being received. I mean, coming in clear, that type of thing.
Right. Yeah. And I have a way to, here's a good fact check for everybody. If you want to like question if whether what you're about to post is relevant to anybody else, just write it out on Facebook, right? Before you hit post, read it and then say to yourself, no one cares, and then just delete it because no one cares.
And if everybody did that, then there would be no posts on Facebook. And you can give the magic line. If everybody...
Yeah, and if everyone goes to the same tavern on a Saturday night and orders blintzes, there'd be chaos, but they don't.
That was great. Thank you for that. Oh, man. So, can we mention what time of year it is?
Or what time of year is it?
It's you know, we're just past the summer solstice. So that's a hint. You know, we'll be giving out cash prizes and so maybe a cookie if you guess exactly when this is being recorded.
Yeah, time of day too.
Yeah, we need the exact time of day, by the way, down to the seconds.
Yeah, and whether it's EST or EDT or PST or PDT.
Well, I think that it pretty much matters, don't you?
Apparently it does. I didn't know that was a thing until
Right.
you pointed that out.
Well, you know, if you're trying to take a meeting with somebody on the left coast, as one of your favorite people might say, the left coast, get it? Get it?
Oh,
On the west coast, you're going to want to know if they're on daily time or standard time. Even though most of the country switches over at the same time, there are some places, a couple of states don't. And actually, there's a couple of counties in states that do switch that don't switch. If that
I think
sense.
that's so dumb.
Moronic.
I also, what's the fight about? You know what I mean?
What's the point in the first place?
But like, if your state does it, if your state doesn't switch,
Right.
why would a county be like, no, we're not gonna switch? Like, just switch. It's very confusing. Life is confusing.
Yeah, there's a reason, but I'm sure it's like not a valid one.
Is it a political thing? Is it like Democrats?
It could be political. I don't know. Everything these days is politicized, but this goes back. You know, this goes back a long while that they've been doing it. I don't know. Could have something to do with wanting. I want more sun. I want less sun. I want, you know, sun's not
based
good
on the
for you
time of
anymore.
day.
Well, let's face it. If you do set it a certain time, so you have an extra hour of sunlight or an hour more of sunlight, the sun shines longer, unless it's raining.
And I'm sure that's a Republican issue or a Democratic issue. You know what I mean? Like, everything is so like.
I just know it's
taking a shit is now either a Democrat or Republican problem.
Color wise,
what color your poop is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're either pooping blue or you're pooping red. And if you're pooping red, I would go to a doctor.
And what if you're pooping purple?
I would say you ate too much frosting last night.
that is it a Democratic thing? Frosting?
I guess so. I don't know. Republicans eat frosting, do they?
I do too, depending on the frosting. It's like a buttercream, you know.
Well, yeah. I wonder who eats that.
Yeah. I'm anything but a red guy. You figure that out.
Oh, no.
What did he mean by that?
Oh, no. Here we go.
He could have been Republican. He could have been
communist.
Socialist, communist.
Yeah.
Could have been Noam Chomsky-ish.
No, you know what? Why can we have Noam as a guest?
I would lay my life down to have him.
I would not do.
I wouldn't do that either. But I would love, 5 minutes with him would be probably like a lifetime of learning.
Would it now? You know what would be great? For those of you who don't know, I'm a bit of a hard ass when it comes to. If you can't tell by the harshness of my tone,
please.
But do you think I would get as annoyed or pissed or whatever at Noam Chomsky if he was on this thing?
Yes. No, I don't know. Only because he talks more than me, and so you would get pissed.
Do you think he bangs the table a lot?
I don't know if he bangs anybody anymore, but
how dare you?
How dare you, sir? I only say that not that he doesn't want to. He's up there. He's kind of up there.
Yeah, but look at Mick Jagger.
Well, Mick, believe it or not, Mick's younger than Noam.
How old's Mick? Would you guess? You don't have to look it up. Don't look it up.
I'm not 75.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's a spring chicken.
Yeah.
He's a chicken.
Right.
Oh, okay.
He's got miles to go. You know?
But people are always, I mean, old men are popping out,
I know. And
they're getting their dusty seat
I don't know why, but, no, I don't associate any type of sexuality with him because he's, this is this is a big problem with perceptions. Because if somebody's brilliant, like super brilliant, beyond like comparison to almost anybody, you automatically go, well, this guy,
he doesn't have sex. He's
not gonna get laid, but he's got kids probably.
Even if he doesn't, though, I'm very curious. Is there anybody? I guess Noam Chomsky, but is there anybody else who you look and have you ever been like, I wonder what their sex life is like?
You mean in terms of, do they even have one?
Right. Like, do they have
maybe some former professors or people that I think what I think it is probably I was gonna say it's probably people I feel less than around.
You feel less than?
I feel not as smart as, let's say, a Noam Chomsky. No, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't really think about stuff like that. I don't even, I made the whole thing up. You know why?
Why'd you make it up?
I'm just an errand boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Just an errand boy.
I'll be okay. Well, this is where I bring it up. I'll be out and about.
Yeah.
And I'll just be staring into the void because sometimes I do that a lot. I just kind of zone out when I'm even walking around the grocery store. But I'll see somebody and I'm always like, sometimes I will be like, I would be curious to see them have sex.
What may I ask why?
Just like an intellectual curiosity, almost like a scientist with an experiment.
Okay, then I misread your question.
Oh, okay.
I thought you wanted to know if I wondered if anybody has sex in the first place. You're talking about voyeurism or
not voyeurism because it's not like I'd be turned on. It's just like it's literally intellectual curiosity. Like I'm curious how you have sex.
Why?
I don't know. I think it tells you a lot about a person. Gives you a little glimpse into their life, into their mental psyche.
What business is that of yours?
Listen, I am representing
I think it's fair to say, regardless of your representation, your capacity as a representative, I think it's fair to say I would disagree that how you have sex defines, it may give you a glimpse into somebody's psyche, but I think there's a lot of people that have a duality to them.
Oh, 100%. But I think that duality, the second half of that, the sex part of it, I think it tells you a lot about the person. It's still you.
But would you use the information to go, he's cooler than I thought. She's cooler than I thought.
Yeah, maybe.
There's something wrong with that.
No. It's not a judgy thing. It's just like, I just want to know where you fit in. Because, like, for instance, you could see, like, the coolest person, hottest person, whatever. And then if you see their sex life and they're a cold fish.
Right.
Then you can, so that maybe tells you maybe what they give off is like a mask,
Right.
Shallow. What?
Maybe. Okay. Or maybe for them, their sexuality is like, something that they fear or they, aren't sure about, even though they're more sure, let's say, of their intellect or whatever.
Yeah. But again, like some sort of mask.
Right. Yeah. But aren't we all wearing a mask?
Oh, that's deep.
Kind of.
But that's why I want to know.
I don't give a shit.
I do, because then it's a character study for human development. Where are we at?
Well, that would probably be a real good study for some social scientists to do.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Like do surveys on what kind of, but again, also,
no, people are going to lie. That's
right. If you do it that way. So I think what you're suggesting, which takes me back to my voyeurism point, is that you just want to watch. You want to watch. That way you'll know whether they're lying or not.
I like to watch.
Yeah.
No. That way I know that they're lying, what they're lying about, why they're lying about it.
Yeah.
Because that's what's fascinating to me, especially about sex and whatnot, is just where people have everybody has an odd fetish. you know.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Right.
But odd to you, maybe not odd to them.
No, and I don't mean odd in a like ooh. I don't mean odd in a freaky, gross way. I just mean odd in that it's an oddity. Like it's not, you know, it's a.
You mean like it's a kink?
Yeah, like a kink.
Kinky.
It's rare, a rarity.
Okay, rarity for them, or rarity for
the common. Yeah, for the.
How would you even know that?
Mass populi.
How would you know that?
Because if it's something that's maybe not talked about, or you've never heard of it.
I think that's the beauty of sex, though, isn't it? It's like it for the most part, it's personal, it's private, it's personal, and privacy of it is kind of what helps create the kink to whatever your kink is.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. Because like it's the mystique of the kink,
right?
That probably entices the person who likes it even more. You know what I mean?
Right. Or just even thinking that, you know, it's something nobody else knows you're doing or you're up to. And then the kink might even be thinking that somebody's going to catch me doing this with my partner or whatever.
You know? Right. And they probably love it even more.
Right. It turns them on even more.
Right. Yeah. No, it's just very interesting. You know, it's that I'm doing something bad. You know what I mean? That
absolutely.
People
absolutely.
love.
We are what experts are we? We are some experts on this sex game.
Hey, let's play the sex game. No, I think we nothing phases me. That's the thing. Nothing phases me.
You mean about other people?
Yeah, in terms of other people's like kinks or fetishes. Right. Anybody can tell me anything, and I will go, "Oh, okay." I'll ask questions. Questions.
Sure. Yeah, and I think that makes sense. And I think, you know, everybody's entitled to their own kinks. The thing is, as long as it doesn't like bother their life in any way, or break any laws, it's cool.
Well, but some people like the law breaking bit of it. Like, I mean, for instance, like if you have sex in a public place,
is that against the law?
Yeah, I think that's like public decency.
I did not know that.
Well, I hate to break the ice for you.
I appreciate you telling me. Forewarned is forearmed, or however that saying goes.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if the grocery clerks have anything for me to deliver. I think.
Where this heads of lettuce?
They're gonna find it. Floyd? To Floyd. I'm just an errand boy. Sent by grocery clerks to deliver a bill.
That was good. That was like Batman, doing a Marlon Brando impersonation.
I think you're gonna have to live with it.
All right. I mean, that's good for the next cut of the film.
Okay, cool. In 20 years.
Nature's healing.
Nature's nurturing. Cut that. Jimmy!